Good morning to my dear students. Already we have completed the first 3 units. The remaining the 2 units are available. Already you know that due to the reason of coronavirus, we can't attend the classes. So the remaining 2 units we will see through the videos. Now we are going to discuss the unit 5, the friction or frictional force. So first of all, what is mean by friction? In practice, no object is perfectly smooth when two surfaces are in contact with each other, and one surface tends to move with respect to the other. A tangential force will be developed at the contact surface in the opposite direction of motion. This tangential force is called frictional force or simply friction. I will tell one example. Now consider a two block. This block name is B. Again, you have to consider another one block A. A block A is resting on the block B. That means the in between area A and B is a surface contact. Okay. So at the same time, you have to give the external. You have to apply the external force P. Then what will happen when you have to give the external force on the body A or block A? When the block is moved from left to right, so automatically this block B is moved right to left. So in the in between surface contact area, the tangential force will be developed. This tangential force is called as friction. In practice, no object is perfect smooth when two surfaces are in contact with each other and the surface tends to move with respect to the other. A tangential force will be developed at the contact area in opposite direction of motion. This tangential force is called frictional force or simply friction. Okay, this is a definition for the friction or frictional force. Next, role of frictional force. Role of frictional force is nothing but it is having some advantages and disadvantages. First, we have to see the advantage of the role of frictional force. It enables us to walk or ride a vehicle. If the frictional force on floor and the road surface is absent, then what will happen? Then it would not be possible to walk or ride a vehicle. The another one example, the transfer power from a motor to a machine with the help of the belts are used. These belts are working with a frictional force at the contact surfaces. These all are the advantage of the frictional force. Next, disadvantage of the frictional force, it increases the wear and tear of the machines, which leads to loss of energy and loss of power. Disadvantage of the frictional force is increase wear and tear of the machine, which leads to loss of energy and loss of power. This is a disadvantage of the role of frictional force. Next, types of friction. Types of friction. There are two types of friction. First one is a dry friction. Second one is a fluid friction. Dry friction. Second one is a fluid friction. Dry friction. So already you know that the meaning of dry. So there is no lubricant system. The dry friction is developed between two dry surfaces. That means unlubricated surface of body in contact. Okay, dry friction is developed between two dry surfaces. That means unlubricated surfaces of body in contact. The example of the dry friction. First one, friction between the brake shoe and drum. Second one, friction between the wheel and the road. The example of the dry friction, friction between the brake shoe and drum. The second one, friction between the wheel and the road. This is the example for the dry friction. Okay, next fluid friction. Fluid friction is developed between two surfaces in presence of fluid. The previous one, there is no fluid. This one, fluid friction is in presence of fluid. That the example for friction developed in the machine parts having the lubricant. The gearbox. Already you are having the bike. The gearbox is available inside the lubricant. Okay, so types of friction: dry friction, fluid friction. And again, the dry friction can be classified static friction. The dry friction can be classified, first one static friction, second one dynamic friction. Dynamic friction. Okay, dry friction can be classified static friction and dynamic friction. Already you know that at the very first class we have discussed about what is meant by statics, what is meant by dynamics. Once again I will tell you, static friction is a body is rest condition is called as static friction. Then dynamics, the body is moving condition is called as dynamics friction. Okay, again the fluid friction can be classified two types. First one, sliding friction. Second one, rolling friction. Fluid friction can be classified two types: sliding friction. First one, sliding friction. Second one, rolling friction. What is mean by sliding friction? It is a friction experienced by a body when it slides over the another body. Okay, it is a friction experienced by a body when it slides over another body is called as sliding friction. Second one, rolling friction. It is the friction experienced by a body when it rolls over another body. It is a friction experienced by a body when it rolls over another body is called as rolling friction. Okay, next, limiting friction. Limiting friction. Now consider a block Now consider a block. A block is resting on horizontal surfaces. Now consider a block. A block is resting on the horizontal surfaces. So the block is having some weight. Example, the block is having weight W. The W weight is acting through the center of gravity of the body. It's acting downward vertical. The whole weight of the body is acting vertically. At the same time, here is conductor surface is having the horizontal surface and the block. The reaction is acting perpendicular to the body of the block. Body or a block. Okay. At the same time, only external force is given. P. The external force is given on the body. What will happen? The block is moving from the left to right. The block is moving left to right. Here the friction is formed in between the opposite side of the moving body. The body is moving left to right. The friction is formed opposite direction. Isn't it? Already I told you the definition of the friction. When the body is moving one side, the opposite side developed by a friction. Okay. So the limiting force, the maximum when the body is moving, at the same time the surface is given to the resisting force. This resisting force is called as limiting friction. This maximum resistance offered by the body is called the limiting friction. It is denoted by F. It is denoted by F or Fm. Both are same. F or Fm. Okay. Once again, I will explain limiting friction. Now we consider the body. The body is having some weight W. The W is acting downward through the center of gravity. At the same time, the reaction is acting perpendicular to upward. You have to apply the external force P. What will happen? The body is moving left to right. At the same time, here one horizontal force in between horizontal surface and the body is having a contact. The friction will form the opposite direction. The friction is formed. So the friction notation is F or Fr. So this is called as limiting friction. The maximum resistance offered by the body is called the limiting friction. It is denoted by F or Fm. Coefficient of friction. Next, coefficient of friction. The symbol of the coefficient of friction is mu. The coefficient of friction, the symbol of the coefficient of friction is mu. The definition of the coefficient of friction is the ratio of the limiting force. It's a ratio of limiting friction and the normal reaction. The coefficient of friction, the symbol is mu. The definition for the coefficient of friction is the ratio of limiting friction and the normal reaction. Already you know that the notation of limiting force, limiting friction, F or Fm, normal reaction or N, both are same, FIR or Fm by N0. Okay, this is the definition for the coefficient of friction. Next, angle of friction. Angle of friction. You have to consider the same previous block. You have to consider the same block. The block is resting on the horizontal surfaces. The self weight of the block is acting vertically downward. So W is the weight of the block. W is the weight of the block. Weight of the W is the weight of the block, and the reaction or normal reaction. ஒரு வீடியோ எடுத்துட்டு அப்புறம் R is a reaction or normal reaction. The reaction is acting perpendicular to the block. You have to apply the external force, pull the pole, P, horizontal pull. Horizontal pull. When you have to apply the force, you have to pull the block, what will happen? The block will move left to right. So automatically the friction will develop right to left. So F or F. Okay, here you can find out the resultant of reaction. Resultant force. Resultant force is nothing but the total force. You have to find out the resultant force. How to find out the resultant force? Here the friction force, the horizontal force, F or Fm, and the vertical force, reaction. Reaction or N0. Or N0, normal reaction. Both are same. Okay. The resultant force is acting in between the two forces. Resultant force or E. So the resultant force RE equal to R square plus S square. Okay, the definition for the angle of friction. The angle between the resultant, or the normal reaction, N0. The resultant between the RE, the resultant between the angle between the resultant RE, the normal reaction NR is called angle of friction. It is denoted by pi. It is denoted by pi. Here tan pi. Already you know that the formula for the tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent side. So tan theta, opposite side, that one. That means F. Because the horizontal force F, here F, here R. So tan theta, opposite side, tan pi equal to opposite side F divided by adjacent side R. Or Fm by Nr, both are same. So this is a equation 1. So already we know that mu equal to Fm by Nr. The coefficient of friction, mu means the coefficient of friction equal to limiting friction divided by normal reaction. So this is equation 2. From equation 1 and 2 we can get, now equation 1 and 2 we can get that mu equal to tan pi, because from the right side Fm divided by Nr is equal, so mu equal to tan pi. Okay, where pi is the angle of friction, Next one problem. A body of weight 100 Newton. A body of weight 100 Newton is placed on a rough horizontal surface or horizontal plane, and pushed by a force of 45 Newton as shown in figure. As shown in figure A, B and C, to just passive sliding over the horizontal plane. Determine the coefficient of friction in all three cases. Determine the coefficient of friction in all the three cases. Case A. This is a problem. This is the first case. Case A. Case B. Case C. This is the three cases, case A, case B, case C. First we will discuss about case A. First draw the free body diagram of given case A. Free body diagram. Okay. This is a block. The block is having some sulfate. The sulfate is given. So W equal to 100 Newton is given in your. So W equal to 100 Newton. At the same time, the force, applied force is given. P equal to 45 Newton. P equal to 45 Newton. See? So already you know that the reaction is acting perpendicular to the body or surfaces. Reaction or NR. When you have to apply some 45 Newton force, the block or the body is moved left to right. So automatically the friction will develop right to left. F or F1. Okay. Now applying sigma h equal to 0. Already you know that sigma h is nothing but the horizontal forces, summation of the horizontal forces. Horizontal, which are the horizontal forces? F. The F is acting right to left. The sign is minus F. And the P, the force P is acting left to right. So plus 45 equal to 0. From here F equal to 45 Newton. F equal to 45. Again applying sigma B equal to 0. Summation of vertical force equal to 0. Vertical force is W. W is acting vertically downwards, so minus W, and reaction is acting vertically upward, plus R equal to 0. The value of W 100 newtons, minus 100 plus R equal to 0. So R equal to 100 Newton. R equal to 100 Newton. Already you know that you are going to find out the coefficient of friction. Coefficient of frictions, already you know that the formula U equal to Fi R. So mu equal to F 45 divided by 100. So mu equal to 0.45. Here Newton, both sides are cancelled, so there is no unit for the coefficient of friction. This is case 1. Okay, next case B. Case B, the free body diagram. First you have to consider block. The self weight same, W equal to 100 Newton. The force P equal to 45 Newton. Here the force is inclined, 25 degree incline. So how to resolve the forces? The force is resolved both sides, the horizontal side and the vertical side. So 45 cos 25 degree, again vertical, 45 sin 25 degree. Okay, at the same time the reaction. Okay, again similarly you have to apply the sigma h equal to 0. Sigma h, the horizontal force, the sign is plus 45 cos 25 here the friction. Opposite side, F minus F equal to 0. So F equal to 40.783 Newton. Okay, similarly you can find out sigma V equal to 0. Sigma V equal to vertical forces. It's acting 45 sin plus 45 sin 25 degree, and vertically W is acting vertically downward, so minus W plus R equal to 0. The value of 45 sin 25 degree minus W weight, so all weight 100 plus R equal to 0. So R equal to 80.99 Newton. So already you know that the coefficient of friction mu equal to F by R. F 40 divided by 783 divided by 80.99. So mu equal to 0.503. This is a case 2. Next case 3. Case C. They consider a same block, self weight W equal to 100 Newton. At the same time the force is inclined just like this, 25 degree. So the force is P 45 Newton. So 45 cos 25 degree, 45 sin 25 degree. At the same time the reaction, and here in the previous two cases the block is moving left to right. Here in this case the block is moving right to left, so the friction will develop opposite side. Here applying the sigma h equal to 0, h f plus F 45 cos 25 opposite side. So 40 minus 45 cos 25 degree equal to 0. Here F equal to 40.783 Newton. Again applying the vertical summation of vertical force sigma B equal to 0. Here R reaction positive sign plus R minus W, and here this force 45 sign is acting vertically downward, so minus 45 sin 25 degree equal to 0. So R minus W value is 100, 45 sin 25 degree equal to 0. From here R equal to 119.01 Newton. So coefficient of friction, already you know that the formula U equal to F by R. What's the value of F? 40.783 divided by 119.01. So mu value is 0.342. So already we have to find out the 3 cases. This is a simple problem for the friction. So today class is over. First you have to watch the video, then we will discuss soon classroom. Okay, thank you my dear students.